Hey everyone, and welcome back to the JJ English Podcast. This is your space to learn English through real conversations, real days, and everyday life. If you're starting your day right now, or maybe already on your way somewhere, you're in the right place.
Hey everyone, I'm really glad you're listening today because this episode will feel very familiar. We're talking about a normal workday. Not perfect, not super productive, just real.
Exactly. And we're not talking about an ideal routine.
We're talking about our routine.
So let me ask you something honestly. How was your morning today?
Honestly, a little slow and a little messy.
That already sounds very real.
Yeah, I woke up when my alarm rang, but I didn't get out of bed right away.
Same here. That moment when you're awake but not really ready to start the day?
Exactly. I stayed in bed for a few extra minutes, looking at my phone and thinking about everything I had to do.
That's such a common morning feeling.
It is. And while I was still in bed, I remember thinking, okay, I really don't want to rush today.
But then you look at the time.
And you realize you have to.
This morning for me started in a very similar way.
Yeah,
I woke up feeling tired, even though I went to bed at a normal time.
that happens a lot during the week.
It does. So I sat on the edge of the bed for a moment, trying to wake up slowly. And here's something important for learners.
Okay.
Instead of short phrases like wake up, shower, eat, people usually say things like,
I usually wake up feeling tired during the week.
exactly. That sentence is longer, but it feels natural. After that, I went to the bathroom, washed my face, and tried to feel a bit more awake.
I always hope that cold water will fix everything.
Same. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
After that, I went to the kitchen to make coffee.
Coffee is not optional.
Not at all. I stood there waiting, still half asleep, thinking about the day ahead.
Meetings, emails, work stuff.
Exactly. Nothing exciting, just normal work things.
While the coffee was getting ready, I checked my phone again.
That's a dangerous moment.
Very. Because 5 minutes can turn into 15.
And suddenly, you're late.
So I finally said to myself, okay, I need to get ready or I'm going to be late for work.
That sentence is very useful.
Yes, because it's something people actually say in their head.
I didn't have much time for breakfast today.
Same here. I just grabbed something quick, ate standing up, and kept checking the time.
That's a very honest breakfast routine.
After that, I got dressed, grabbed my bag, and left the house.
That moment when the day really starts.
Yes, you close the door and think, all right, here we go.
How did you get to work today?
I took public transportation.
Same.
I walked to the station, listening to music and trying to wake up mentally.
That walk helps a little. On my way to work, I was already thinking about lunch.
That early?
Yes, because I knew it was going to be a long morning.
That's very relatable. On the bus, I looked around and saw a lot of tired faces.
Everyone going to work.
Yes, and I remember thinking, we're all doing the same thing right now.
That's a very human thought.
When I finally arrived at work, I felt awake but not energized.
That's a perfect description.
Like my body was there, but my mind needed more time.
Exactly how I felt this morning.
So I sat down, opened my computer, and took a deep breath.
That first moment at work.
Yes, when you're not working yet, but you're about to. And this is where we'll pause the story for a second.
Because this is only the beginning of the day.
Exactly.
Morning is done, but the workday is just starting.
In the next part,
We'll talk about the workday itself.
lunch, energy going up and down.
And that feeling of waiting for the afternoon to end.
So I sat there for a moment, looking at my screen, not really reading anything yet.
That moment when the computer is on, but your brain is still waking up.
Exactly. I opened my email, saw a lot of messages, and immediately thought, okay, this is going to be one of those days.
I had the same feeling this morning. When I arrived, the office was already busy.
People talking, walking around.
Yes, and that sound alone already makes you feel more awake.
It really does. Even if you're tired, you start adjusting to the rhythm of the place. Someone said good morning to me as I walked in.
And that small interaction already helps.
Yes, I said good morning back, sat down, and tried to focus.
Try is the key word. For the first few minutes, I wasn't working very fast.
Same here. I was doing simple things like checking emails and organizing my day.
That's very realistic. I usually don't start with difficult tasks right away.
Me neither.
I prefer to do something easy first, just to feel like I'm moving.
That helps your brain warm up. While I was checking my emails, I noticed I was already thinking about coffee again.
Even after coffee?
Yes, the first coffee helps you wake up. The second coffee helps you survive the morning.
That is such an honest sentence. So I stood up, went to the kitchen area, and made another coffee.
That walk feels like a small break.
Exactly. It gives you a moment to breathe and reset. While the coffee machine was working, I looked out the window.
Thinking about work?
Not really. I was just watching people outside and letting my mind slow down a bit.
Those moments are important. After that, I went back to my desk and started working more seriously.
Same here.
I felt like my energy was finally coming back.
Not fully, but enough. By that time, it was already mid-morning.
And that's usually when work really starts.
Yes. People begin asking questions, sending messages, scheduling meetings.
The day gets louder,
Someone stopped by my desk to ask about something small.
and suddenly you're in a conversation.
Exactly. We talked for a few minutes, and then I went back to what I was doing.
That happens all the time. I had a short meeting in the morning.
How was it?
Not bad, not very exciting, but necessary.
That describes most meetings. While we were talking, I noticed that my energy was going up and down.
That's very normal.
One moment I felt focused, and the next moment my mind was somewhere else.
Especially in the morning. By the time the meeting ended, I was already thinking about lunch.
Again?
Yes, lunch is like a small goal in the middle of the day.
It really is. I looked at the time and thought, okay, just a couple more hours.
That sentence says a lot.
It does. Not because work is terrible, but because your brain needs a pause.
For me, lunch is less about the food and more about stopping.
I agree. Even a simple lunch feels good when you step away from work.
Exactly.
So when it was finally lunchtime, I stood up, stretched a bit, and grabbed my things.
Did you eat at work or go out?
I went out, but not far.
Same here.
I didn't want anything fancy or heavy.
Just something easy.
Yes, something quick, simple, and predictable.
I walked with a colleague to a small place nearby.
Talking about work?
A little, but not too much.
That's important. I like those lunch conversations that are half about work and half about nothing.
Exactly. You complain a little, laugh a little, and forget about emails for a moment.
That's the perfect balance. While we were waiting for the food, I noticed how tired I felt.
That midday tiredness.
Yes, not sleepy, just mentally tired.
That's a good way to describe it.
I remember thinking, the morning went by fast, but I still have a lot to do.
That's a very honest thought.
It's not negative, it's just realistic.
When the food arrived, I felt better immediately.
Food helps more than we like to admit.
It really does.
I ate slowly, without rushing, and tried not to think about the afternoon yet.
That's hard sometimes.
Yes, but even 5 calm minutes can change your mood.
After lunch, walking back to work always feels different.
How so?
You're full, a little slower, and not very motivated.
That is extremely accurate. When I sat down at my desk again, I noticed my energy wasn't the same as in the morning.
Afternoons are tricky.
Yes, you're not tired enough to stop, but not energetic enough to feel sharp.
For the first few minutes after lunch, I just stared at my screen.
Same.
I knew what I had to do, but my brain was moving slowly.
That's such a common afternoon feeling. So instead of starting with something difficult, I chose an easier task.
That's a smart move.
Yes, I told myself, let me start with something simple and see how I feel.
That sentence is very useful. I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I answered a few easy messages and organized my notes,
nothing exciting.
but necessary.
As the afternoon went on, I noticed my concentration coming and going.
Up and down.
Exactly. Some moments I felt focused, and then suddenly I was distracted again.
That's a normal workday rhythm. At some point, someone asked me a question, and I realized I needed a second to think.
Because your brain was already tired.
Yes, I wasn't confused, just slower than usual.
That's something learners should hear more often.
What?
Being slow doesn't mean being bad.
It just means you're human.
By mid-afternoon, I could feel the day getting heavier.
That part of the day when you start counting the hours.
Exactly. I didn't hate what I was doing, but I was ready for it to end.
I remember looking at the time and thinking, okay, just a bit more.
That sentence says everything.
It really does.
Still, I tried to finish one more thing before stopping.
That small goal helps.
Yes, even a small win makes the end of the day feel better.
By late afternoon, the office felt quieter.
People packing up slowly.
Yes, less talking, more tired faces.
That calm before leaving. I closed my computer, leaned back, and took a deep breath.
That moment feels very final.
Yes, like your body knows the workday is almost over.
And that's a good place to pause.
Because the workday is ending.
Because the day isn't over yet.
In the next part,
We'll go home.
talk about evenings, dinner, rest.
And that quiet moment before going to bed.
So when the workday finally ended, I stood up, stretched a little, and felt that familiar mix of relief and tiredness.
That moment feels good even if you're exhausted.
Exactly. You're tired, but you know the hardest part of the day is over.
Leaving work always feels quieter to me.
Yes, fewer conversations, slower movements.
People are already mentally at home.
That's a good way to put it. I grabbed my bag, said goodbye to a couple of people, and walked out.
That simple see you tomorrow.
Yes, short, automatic, but friendly. How was your way home today?
Pretty normal. I took the same bus I always take and found a seat near the window.
Window seats are the best after work.
They really are. I like watching the city move while my brain slowly shuts down.
On the way home, I wasn't thinking about work anymore.
That's important.
Yes, I was just listening to music and letting the day end naturally.
Those moments matter more than we think. For me, the commute home is when I finally feel the tiredness.
Same here.
During the day, you're running on energy and routine. After work, everything slows down.
And your body notices. When I got home, the first thing I did was drop my bag and take off my shoes.
That action alone feels relaxing.
Yes, it's like telling your body, you're home now.
Did you cook or order food?
I cooked, but very simply.
That's realistic.
Yes, I didn't have the energy for anything complicated. I stood in the kitchen looking at the fridge thinking, okay, what's the easiest thing I can make right now?
That question defines weekday dinners.
Exactly. I made something quick, ate slowly, and didn't rush.
Eating dinner after a long day feels different.
It does. You're not just eating food, you're resting.
That's very true.
After dinner, I went straight to the sofa.
Of course.
I sat down, picked up my phone, and told myself I'd rest just for a minute.
That minute usually becomes much longer.
Always.
Evenings during the week are strange.
How so?
You want to relax, but you also feel like the day passed very fast.
Yes, you're tired, but the time feels short. I watch something light, nothing serious.
That's my go-to choice too.
Something that doesn't require too much attention.
Because your brain already worked enough.
Later in the evening, I started getting ready for bed.
That slow routine again.
Yes, washing up, changing clothes, turning off lights.
The day slowly closing. When I finally got into bed, I noticed how quiet everything felt.
That silence is different at night.
Yes, it feels heavier, but also calmer.
I lay there for a moment, thinking about the day.
Not in detail, just in general.
Exactly. Nothing dramatic. Just a simple thought like, today was a normal day, and that's okay.
That sentence is very important.
It is. Because not every day needs to be special. Most days are just days.
And that's something English learners should hear more often.
Why?
Because talking about normal days is real English. Not perfect days, not exciting stories.
Just life. So, if someone asked me tomorrow, how was your day? I could easily say,
It was okay. I worked, had lunch, and went home.
exactly. Simple, honest, and complete.
Before we finish, let's walk through the whole day one last time, just like we're chatting.
Okay.
You woke up feeling tired.
Got ready, had coffee, and went to work.
You worked through the morning, had lunch, and felt tired in the afternoon.
Then you went home, had dinner, relaxed a bit, and went to bed.
That's a full day.
And all of that can be said in simple English.
With normal sentences.
And no pressure. Okay, this feels like a good place to stop.
Yeah, calm and complete.
If you want to practice today, write one sentence in the comments.
Something about your day.
Like, I had a long day, but it was okay.
Or, I was tired, so I went to bed early.
And if you enjoy learning English through real-life conversations,
Subscribe and come back next time.
see you soon.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and have fun learning English.